Hare Krishna. I'd like to once again welcome you all for the participation program. We are so fortunate today that we will be hearing from His Grace Ranchod Krishna Prabhu on Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, sloka number 22. May I request you all to please come kindly forward, because they say eager bhaktas are always forward. And all the children, if you can just kindly move on to the next room where we have the children's class. Okay, Hare Krishna. So let's welcome His Grace Ranchod Krishna Prabhu by taking the shelter of Harinam, chanting freedom Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada. You want to follow it? Yes, and 3 times very loud. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! You're so eager to hear that. You might have clarified. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana,
Yashodanandana Braja Jatarandana Yamuna Iravanachari Yamuna Iravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Braja Jatarandana Yamuna Iravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Vishnupad Paramans Parijatacharya Stota Shishmat. His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Rankoti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Bhagavad Gita Yatharu ki Jai. Today we are studying from chapter number 8, Bhagavad Prapti, attaining the Supreme. Shloka number 22. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Please repeat after me. पुरुष स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्। पुरुष स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्। पुरुष स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्।
पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्व अनन्या यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वं इदं ततम्।
पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्व अनन्यया यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्।
पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वं इदं ततम्।
माताजी पुरुष स परः पार्थ यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन ततम्। पुरुष स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्। पुरुष स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्या स अनन्यया यस्यान्तःस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं So we'll now read synonyms. Please repeat after me. Purusha, the supreme personality. Saha, he, Parah, the supreme than whom no one is greater. Partha, O son of Pratha, Bhaktya, by devotional service. Labhya, can be achieved. Two, but Ananya, unalloyed, undeviating devotion. Yasya, his. Antasthani, within. Bhutani, all this material manifestation. Yena, by whom. Sarvam, all. Idam, whatever we can see. Tatam, distributed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although He is present in His abode, He is all-pervading and everything is situated within Him. Purport. It is here clearly stated that the supreme destination from which there is no return is the abode of Krishna, the Supreme Person. The Brahma Samhita describes this supreme abode as Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, a place where everything is full of spiritual bliss. All the variegatedness manifest there is of the quality of spiritual bliss. Nothing there is material. That variegatedness is expanded as the spiritual expansion of the Supreme Godhead Himself. For the manifestation there is totally of spiritual energy, as explained in chapter 7. As far as this material world is concerned, although the Lord is always in His supreme abode, He is nonetheless all-pervading by His material energy. So by His spiritual and material energies, He is present everywhere, both in the material and in the spiritual universes. Yasyanta Sthani means that everything is situated within Him, within either His spiritual or material energy. The Lord is all-pervading by these two energies. To enter Krishna's supreme abode or the innumerable Vaikuntha planets is possible only by bhakti, devotional service, as clearly indicated here by the word bhaktya. No other process can help one attain that supreme abode. The Vedas, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.21 also describe the supreme abode and the personality of Godhead. Eko Vasi Sarvatra Gata Krishna. In that abode, there is only one supreme personality of Godhead, whose name is Krishna. He is the supreme merciful deity, and although situated there as one, He has expanded Himself into millions and millions of plenary expansions. The Vedas compare the Lord to a tree standing still, yet bearing many varieties of fruits, flowers, and changing leaves. The plenary expansions of the Lord who preside over the Vaikuntha planets are four-armed, and they are known by a variety of names. Pushottama, Trivikrama, Keshava, Madhava, Aniruddha, Rishikesha, Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Sridhara, Vasudeva, Damodara, Janardana, Narayana, Vamana, Padmanabha, etc. The Brahma Samhita 5.37 also confirms that although the Lord is always in the supreme abode, Golok Vrindavana, He is all-pervading, so that everything is going on nicely. Golok ev nivasati akhilatma bhuta, as stated in the Vedas. Shvetashvatra Upanishad 6.8. Parasya Saktir Vidha Shruyate Swabhav ki Gyan Bal Kriya Cha. His energies are so expansive that they systematically conduct everything in the cosmic manifestation without a flaw, although the Supreme Lord is far, far away. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Gyan Timrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Shak He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kaltarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Once again, seeking blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas. I've been doing this service for my own purification, though no quality, but somehow repeating Srila Prabhupada and his disciples' words, that brings so much auspiciousness, so much purity of everyone, the speaker, the listener, those who are asking questions, everyone, even minute living organisms, jivas, small jivas, ants, lizards, everyone in this room gets purified by Harikatha. Anyone who is here for first time, कोई पहली बार आए हैं यहाँ पे, सभी जूनियर डिवोटी, पुराने हैं. Yes, nobody came first time, right? Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Welcome. You are coming first time, Prabhuji. After a long time, you are coming first time. Thank you for association, Prabhuji. So this first time. Hare Krishna. So we will of course welcome you later, but we want to acknowledge that Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ji is there, and he is very happy to see both of you coming here in this temple. So please keep coming and encourage all of us. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I want to share one short story. May I? With all. And this story relates to our Raghu Prabhu. Actually, yesterday I was reading about Sri Shyamanand Pandit and Srinivas Acharya and Sri Narottam Das Thakur. Srinivas Acharya, he was disciple of Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami. He was once engaged in doing service to the Lord mentally. He was offering bhoga, doing arti. Suddenly, he woke up. He was in meditation. He opened his eyes. He was thinking about this pastime, and then he saw that the garland which he had offered to the Lord, God reciprocated and was in his neck, he was wearing that garland. So I was absorbed right now, and suddenly this garland comes. And I just went into that pastime. How devotees are more merciful than Lord. Huh? Vibhav is more merciful. It suddenly came and I opened my eyes and I could correlate that this Kripa has come. So now at least one or two devotees from here will go inspired when they hear Hari Katha. That's what I'm discussing with Krishna Prabhuji. That at least one of you can go back inspired to progress in bhakti with determination. This whole program is successful. And it's not only about class, it could be prasadam also. It's about arti also. Anything you like and you get determination, no, I have to now progress in bhakti. Enough is enough. I have had enough of taking birth in the wombs of mother again and again. Punarapi jananam. No, I have to go back to God. If that is there, then it will be so nice. And of course, for that, I myself have to be determined, inspired. Then only Lord will inspire through me. So we'll proceed. I'm your servant. I'm feeling very grateful. I must say again and again. I don't know, but this is coming from heart. I'm feeling very grateful to all of you that somehow you are tolerating me. At times, again, tolerating me. But Prabhupada words, so that is what makes all the difference. It's not about me anymore. Okay, so here it is, based on teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Prabhupada is there, he's smiling, everything becomes all auspicious. I just want to share a little pastime of Prabhupada from Prabhupada Leela Vratam. Yesterday I was reading. We all know that Prabhupada was establishing movement in Jhansi, League of Devotees. What touched me was his determination. His schedule was mentioned. When he will wake up, he'll wake up at 5, start immediately writing. 1 hour he will write. He will do his chanting. After that, he'll take a walk. Again, come back, do writing. Cook for Lord. Offer. Go for preaching outside villages in the Jhansi city. Whole day busy. This is what actually we all aspire for. We keep ourselves busy in Krishna consciousness so much, that there is not an inch space for Maya to enter our life. Whenever there is a spare time, Maya gets opportunity to just hit us. We may not even know. So Srila Prabhupada books, his pravachans, his disciples' pravachans, associating with devotees, calling devotees, doing service to the Lordship. We have to keep ourselves busy. That's what Prabhupada faced, endured lots of difficulties when actually I could not complete. It was late yesterday. But now this property is being taken away from him. He could not arrange 500 rupees at that time. He had nothing. This is sadhu. He had nothing. His business he had given to his son, and he was just surviving on day to day. That's what Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are meant to do. We heard from Prabhuji. Even in Prabhuji mentioned from Bhagavatam, there was not mentioned Grahastha or Sannyasi or Vangraha. Devotees, Vaishnavas should totally depend on Lord. Day to day. That's what Prabhupada showed by his example. He didn't have anything. He didn't have 500 rupees. He didn't have 10 rupees. Once he traveled from Calcutta to Jhansi and he had to borrow 10 rupees from his friend. That was Prabhupada, full faith in Krishna. There's so many pastimes. Please read if you get time. Please spare time for reading Prabhupada Leela. That will make us fixed in this moment. When we hear his biography, will not deviate. Will be fixed. If he has done so much for us, how can I reciprocate? What can I do? Everything will fall in place. We develop that deep appreciation for what Prabhupada has done for us. Deep appreciation. That will come from his teachings. So, in the translation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. So if we go back in the start of this chapter, this is very famous sloka, 8.5. Antakale cha mameva smarnukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nastatva sanchaya. Now the question is, if one is not able to remember Krishna at the time of leaving the body. Here Arjuna asks questions pertaining to the subject matter, how to attain Supreme. And Krishna started giving answers to his 9 or 10 questions he asked. He's like bombarding with questions, question after question, question after question, question after question. And such high intellect questions he's asking. Krishna is giving answer after answer. This is Guru and Sishya. Always conversation is asking questions and getting reply to actually satisfy our curiosity, not to test anyone, but I want to know more. So Krishna gives this answer that who remembers me at the time of death, he will attain my nature, he will come back to me. And further, he explains various ways of a yogi, how yogi will meditate on Krishna in his heart, the posture, and also the whole process of this. And then further, he goes and tells about how this material world is cause of distress from all the 14 planet system up to Brahmaloka. So this in 8.5, once we get this instruction from Krishna, and then we think, what if, like Kulshekar Maharaj says, he uses word kaf pitta aap vitte. If my throat is choked with cough, I'm not able to recite your names. Oh Krishna, I'm in healthy body now. Please take me back now. I'm remembering you also. Why not this moment? This is King Kulshekar. He also wrote a very wonderful scripture, Mukund Mala Prot. He's from Sri Sampradaya, as far as I understand. Prabhupada quotes him many times. What will happen at the time of death, nobody knows. Whether we are able to remember. So this, what Krishna has suggested, we're not able to do that. Remembering Krishna when quitting the body. So then what? Then there is a prayer. Oh Krishna, I may not be able to remember, but please you remember me when I'm leaving my body. Please remember, I've done some little service to you, to your devotees. Please remember me. This is a mode of devotee. That is the faith. Even if I'm not able to remember, Krishna will not leave me. Krishna is with me always. So, further, now, how 8.5 is linked to today's shloka? The first line, the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is greater than all is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Whether we are able to remember him or not at the time of death, if we are serving him with unalloyed devotion, then we can please him, we can achieve. There is no other way. No other way. No other way. This is Prabhupada's invention. You saw Prabhupada's invention, unalloyed. He's inventing. I understand he saw one, there are mixtures of iron and other, and that's called alloy. Alloy means mixed. Iron is not pure iron, it's mixed with so many other metals. So that's alloy. No karma mishra bhakti, no jnana mishra bhakti. Ahetuki bhakti. Shuddha bhakti, unalloyed devotion. Krishna uses this specific word here, unalloyed devotion. Otherwise, not possible. We can go up to the post of Brahma, Indra, and what to mention of small things, not even think about it. Opulence of Brahmaji. But that's not our goal. So, further, the second line of this translation, although he is present in his abode, he is still pervading and everything is situated in him. So when we just read Krishna's abode, our mind goes there. How is Krishna's abode? And first of all, Supreme Personality of Godhead starts with Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam, Paribhasha Sutra. This shloka summarizes the summum bonum of Srimad Bhagavatam. Ete chans kalapunsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indyari Vyakulam Lokam Mrayanti Yuge Yuge. So this chapter, before this, there are various incarnations of Lord described. And then the shloka comes. The numbers. It is mentioned before this. It's like a vast lake. And from that lake, there are innumerable riverlets coming out. Small riverlets. So Krishna is that vast lake. And all these avatars are coming out of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once Srila Prabhupada had some discussions with some Gyanis. And Prabhupada asked a simple question, who is Krishna? They had no answer. They don't know clearly who is Krishna. Because they are inclined for effulgence. The Brahma Jyoti, that is their target. So who is Krishna? They cannot answer. Prabhupada calls a little boy, devotee boy playing. Who is Krishna? Instant answer. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is what Bhagavatam says. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Supreme God. There could be many gods. Prabhupada explains in his pravachan very nicely. We'll discuss. Prabhupada has given a nice pravachan on this shloka. So we'll discuss that. So Krishna takes all these incarnations to protect his devotees. Indriyari, Indra के जो शत्रु हैं, उनसे, from them, the whole universe has become Vyakulam. They are really in distress. Krishna comes to protect. Millennium after millennium, millennium after millennium. So why he needs to protect? What is the need? He is happy. We'll see now his loka. How happy is there? Why? He comes or he sends his passengers or he comes himself. And we are so fortunate that this Kali Yuga he himself came. Bhagavan Shri Krishna Chandra Ji ki jai. And after him came Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Patit Pavan Avatar, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. They came 500 years back. So this Kali Yuga is very special.
And we are so fortunate that we are here now. Just 500 years have passed. Unless and until we appreciate our good fortune, we'll let this time go away, which we cannot afford. कई बोलते हैं ना, आप बड़ी कार ले लो, भाई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते. वैसे ही, क्योंकि that car I cannot buy, I don't have capacity. In the same way, we cannot afford to let this opportunity go. अंग्रेजी में कहावत है ना, opportunity knocks only once. नहीं लिया तो गया. It's not available anymore. I was hearing one pravachan, after 10,000 years, everything will be gone. All the books of Prabhupada, devotees, nothing. So in that pravachan, Anandam Navru very nicely mentioned. भाई अभी हमने इस अवसर का लाभ भी उठाया, and we just pass away from this body. What is the guarantee that next time we'll get human birth? And what is the guarantee that within 10,000 years again we'll get a human birth? It may just be gone. This opportunity is gone forever. So why we should let it go? Krishna's devotees are very chatur. They are very. Yes, they understand what is of the essence. So we have to avail this opportunity. I think we all are very clear. If in case we encounter anyone who is telling Krishna and everyone, what is the difference? This is the difference. Please quote this shlok, please quote 1:328 from Bhagavatam. This is what Bhagavatam says. Prabhupada sometimes say, I listen to Bhagavatam or I listen to you loafer. He uses this word sometimes. And loafers are saying something about Krishna, we will believe them or we will believe Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Krishna himself. Srimad Bhagavatam is Amala Purana, spotless Purana. Sarva Vede Itihasānaṁ Sāram Sāram Samudritam. सारे इतिहास जो महाभारत इत्यादि इतिहास हैं, सभी वेदों का जो सार है वो यहाँ पे दिया गया. इदम भागवतम Brahma Samhitam. It is mentioned that this Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Now somebody will ask, how Bhagavatam is Krishna? It's there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Idam Bhagavatam Namam Puranam Brahma Samhitam. ये जो भागवत नाम का पुराण है, ये स्वयं भगवान कृष्ण. It is explained in Bhagavatam. Sometimes you will hear from Prabhupada, who Prabhupada says Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Yes, Prabhupada says. But when we read Bhagavatam, we'll say that shloka is there. Idam Bhagavatam Puranam. Idam Bhagavatam Nam Puranam Brahma. Okay. Here is a quiz. Everyone ready? Ready. Because you have to wake also, no? Devotees should wake up again. And not for Samadhi. No, wake up. This all comes like I didn't plan, but the topic was like that. That I could make it in a form of quiz. So, okay, this relates to this shloka. Here it is mentioned that Krishna is source of all incarnations, and all the shlokas before this deal with incarnations. And then this comes Paribhakshit. So others, let's discuss what. With examples there is mentioned. So I have not put example, I just put what is mentioned. Power to kill. So which incarnation of Krishna mentioned there had power to kill? So many incarnations of Krishna. Power to kill. Prabhupada is from Prabhupada purport. Okay, Prabhupada mentions that. Very good. And Vara will come later. Sorry? Parshuram. Parshuram? Parshuram, yes? Anyone said Parshuram? Yes, Parshuram. Jamat Agni. Jamat Agni. So that is the faith in masses. Faith in masses. Which incarnation of Krishna? Okay, we'll come to that. There will be later. Everyone is giving good answers, but we'll come to that later. So, first, our very famous, our very dear Sri Narad Muni. Number one, faith in masses. Number two, Varaha mentioned. So number three, Lord Buddha. Now we can, Prakash who can guide us, but what I thought, Varaha, faith in masses, because Hiranaksha put Mother Earth so deep. Prabhupada writes in the Pluto's area, down in the universe, very much down. So he appeared, he bring Mother Earth up on his snout. Everyone was in distress. Mother Earth is gone. So this, I thought, possibly is Prabhuji, or so that brought in faith in masses. Bhagwan hai, pratik raksha ki hai Bhagwan. Lord is there. Lord Buddha. Prabhupada writes in purport, there are faithless people. They are totally doing all the nonsense under the guise of Vedas. Vedas ne bataya, we'll just have all this hinsa, we'll eat. Vedas have very specific purpose of this provision is there. Prabhupada says, why this provision is there? Because anyway, these people are not going to stop eating non-vegetarian food. So let's regulate them and slowly bring them to goodness. Because the procedure mentions is very difficult for eating non-veg. But people, as it's mentioned in Vedas, let's eat. So Lord Buddha came and Prabhupada writes, he developed faith of masses in himself. Not in Vedas. He rejected Vedas. Faith in masses for Lord Buddha. So that was the understanding. Fame. Krishna, Jai. Yes. That will come later. Two mentions. Lord Rama. I think that is related to that bridge. Ram Setu. He built that with his name. That build was such a wonderful pastime. Lord's name, power of Lord's name is written. It will float. Lord will put. It will sing. That's the Lord's name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Another one is mentioned, Dhanvantri, which Dhanvantri is we celebrate on Diwali, near Diwali. Dhanvantri, Dhanvantri, yes. He is Prabhuji for the medicine. So that is included in fame. So Dhanvantri incarnation is linked to fame. Beauty. Lord Krishna. Yes, that will come later. You're right, but ahead of time. This answer will come later. More? Sorry. Who is saying? Please raise hand. Venkatesh Prabhu? Okay. Fame is there as well. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Vamandev, yes. Vamandev, one answer was Mohini there. And Balram. These incarnations of Lord represents beauty. मोहिनी का तो आपको पता है ना, लॉर्ड शिवा भी अट्रैक्ट हो गए थे. अगर हमें अट्रैक्ट होना है तो मोहिनी मूर्ति सेट करो. That is Lord is so beautiful, so beautiful. Even Lord Shiva, who is the most renunciate, वैष्णव नाम यथा शिव, वैष्णव में अग्रणी सर्वश्रेष्ठ भी भगवान इतने आकर्षक है, उनको भी आकर्षित कर लिए. कितना सुंदर कथा आता है. फिर मतलब all the renunciates, his disciples were sitting and Shiva is running after Mohini, and these disciples saw, oh, we are doing this tapasya and our Swami is running after that. What is this? Because Lord, nobody else can attract Lord Shiva except Krishna. He's Vaishnava. Vaishnavas are naturally attracted by Lord. Then comes transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge, which avatar of Lord represents? Please, your time starts now. Okay, that will come. That's true, Prabhuji, Vyasdev, yes, but in that purport, it will come later. It will come. So please don't see purport. Three are there, which and fourth I could not understand. Which is one is Matsya. I have some understanding why Matsya. One is Kumaras, Char Kumaras. They are Shaktavesh avatar of Lord Kapila, and Dattatreya, Shashi Mataji's favorite avatar, one of Beta. She most of the time discusses Dattatreya. I remember once Mataji asking question on Dattatreya. It is, I think, number 5 or 6 there. So, Matsya Avatar, any answers by transcendental knowledge? Yes, that's what my understanding is. Char Kumaras, they are Gyanis anyways, that they have the transcendental knowledge. Kapila Muni, Lord Kapila. Yes. And Lord Kapila in Bhagavatam, how beautifully he instructed his mother. Pure devotional service. To read his instructions. Dattatreya, this is open to anyone. I don't know the answer. Dattatreya, but he represents transcendental knowledge. He is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all three. That what Mata Anusuya, Atri Muni's wife, prayed that you all three together incarnate from my womb. So Dattatreya, transcendental knowledge. Last, renunciation. Shabdev, okay, that will come later. That is Kavi Prabhu. I have heard many times from Kavi Prabhu. Nar Narayan Rishi. He is very much attracted to them. So yes, that is renunciation, Nar Narayan Rishi. So when we are discussing Srila Prabhupada's translation, we discussed that the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now from that we had this 328 shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, and from that we hear all of these. Supreme Personality, how he incarnates in various avataras, and how these avataras represents one particular quality, one guna. And further in this translation, it is there, he is present in his abode. He's all pervading and everything is situated within him. So when I was reading this, 8.22, this is the second part of the translation. We see description of Lord's abode in Brahma Samhita 5.29. Chinta Mani Prakarsadma Sukalpa Vriksha. Everyone, Lakshavriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambhrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Actually, you have to meditate on each and every word of this. How beautiful Lord's abode is. This is what it is mentioned here. He is present in his abode. But in his abode, how it looks? It is people are in this world hankering. Let's discuss from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, now our civilization is civilization of nut and bolts. Our civilization is civilization of machines. People who have opulence, they have lots of gadgets and all which are made of steel and plastic and all the metals. Prabhupada says this is not opulence. He quotes about Vrindavan Vasis. This is opulence. They have cows, they have land, they have sufficient grains, they have ghee, they have butter, they have nice clothes to wear. Opulence is wonderful, beautiful nature really. Yeah. Anyone who is a billionaire or trillionaire, they are all living in filthy atmosphere which is full of pollution. Is this opulence? Is this the opulence where scientists gives us gadget which makes us their slaves? The opulence is which sets us free. It's prema for Krishna in Vrindavan, which is most opulent. Because they are serving the most opulent person there. That's why Vrindavan is so opulent. Krishna is there, his cows are there, Govardhan is there, Yamuna is there. This is opulence. It is mentioned in this Brahma Samhita that houses are made up of Chintamani stones. Precious jewels houses are made. We see in Krishna Leela also. And Krishna sometimes will look at the wall and his reflection will be there and get scared. Who is this? Another boy stealing. That is the quality of those jewels on the walls in Vrindavan. Who would like to go there? Please raise hands. Everyone. Any sane person who is not mad would like to go there. Those who have not raised their hands, again we'll ask. Please raise your hands who want to go to Vrindavan. Golok Vrindavan ki jai. Some devotees are raising 2 hands. Actually, what does this mean? I was hearing in Ranchod. Now, Krishna, please lift me. Please lift me. When we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, it's not just dry. We are praying to Krishna. Krishna, please lift me. Please lift me. And Krishna will lift us. He just is waiting for that one nama. That one Shuddha nama he is waiting and he lifts us. Another explanation of raising our hands is there. Not alone, raising in congregation. What happens? It's Sankirtan Yajna, right? What happens in a Yajna? The flames go up from that Yajna. Huh? So if you see all the hands raised, they are like flames. So the Sankirtan Yajna, flames are going up and up and up. And together they are attracting Krishna's attention. So always we pray by raising our hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is very much self-explanatory. Like how Krishna is busy there. What Krishna is doing. In this shloka, what is written? Lakshavriteshu surabhira vipalayantam. Simple life. Prabhupada always emphasizes a devotee's life should be simple. Bhakti is simple for simple and most complicated for complicated people. We have to choose which side we are. That freedom is given to us. We are simple, sublime. Prabhupada was once mentioning in his purport. Bhakti is very sublime for elevated devotees. Paramahansas, And for those who are starting, it's very easy. So all the Krishna mentioned in chapter 8 about all the processes of how to do this dhyana yoga, it's not possible for us. Prabhupada says, this is shloka for us, 22. That Supreme Personality is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Sum and substance. We have to take the essence. This is the essence. Krishna is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Please repeat after me. Krishna is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Simple. Simple for simple, otherwise we'll make it very complex. So, Sahasra Lakshmi serving Krishna there. How opulent Krishna is. People are running after Lakshmi Devi. They don't want. Prabhupada says, people these days now what they want? They want Lord's kingdom. Everyone wants good things in life. Whatever Krishna has from his material nature, this, let's talk about his material. Everyone wants this. But people don't want God. People want God's kingdom. People don't want God. People want Lakshmi Ji, but Narayan can wait. And here we see how Sahasra Lakshmis are serving Krishna. Lakshmi Nath. Further, Venum Kavantam Arvind Dalayakaksham Barhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. All this abode of Krishna mentioned here is further described here in these shlokas. In the translation itself, Prabhupada mentions he is present in his abode. This is abode of Krishna. This is where Krishna lives. Prabhupada says in one of these lectures, somebody asked, who is God? He said, Krishna is God. Where he lives? He lives in Vrindavan. उनके पिता का नाम है नंद महाराज, उनकी माता यशोदा मैया, और उनका ये एड्रेस है, ये हमारे भगवान. Is it not sufficient? Prabhupada says, these Krishnas are God. अरे भाई, किसी ज्योति से आप कनेक्शन कैसे बिठाएंगे? How will get connected to a jyoti? Our nature as a soul is, we are always active. We cannot just be there in that jyoti and merge in that jyoti and do nothing. Sachidananda Vigraha is our nature. We want to be blissful. We are eternal. We are full of knowledge. And that can only be achieved. This nature can fully manifest if and only if we are serving Krishna. It's not possible any other way. Even Lord Shankaracharya, who has propounded this Advaita philosophy, he also, Prabhupada says, accepts Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam. You have to always remember and serve Krishna. Okay. Now this is where in the beginning, Prabhuji, this is what yesterday how Srinivas Acharya has. So in the Shad Goswami Ashtakam, I tried to read these prayers. So yesterday I had no idea that I'll include this here. I had completed this presentation already. I had done, finished, closed. Then I'm reading this, trying to recite this. And I said, Vrindavan is here also. So when I am discussing tomorrow about abode of Krishna from Brahma Samhita, why not bring this beautiful description of Vrindavan, which is here? Kujat kokila hansa saras gane kirne mayura kule nana ratna nibaddha mool vitpa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna Maharnisham Prabhajato Jiva Todoyo Muda Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopal Ko. This is Vrindavan. 6 Goswamis in this Vrindavan. Beautiful. How it's a place of where bliss all around. Please read the translation, please. Prabhuji.
I offer my respect to Professors. Six Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt, who are always engaged in worshipping Radha Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where there are beautiful trees full of fruit and flowers, which have under their roots all valuable jewels. The Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon the living entities the greatest boon of the goal of man.
Jai. Yes, Shri Shri Shat Goswami Ashtakam ki jai. Shri Srinivas Acharya ji ki jai. Srinivas Acharya, we discussed how he was serving Manas Puja of Lord and how garland came to him. He is a disciple of Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, and he has written to glorify his Guru Maharaj and his god brothers. Such loving relationship between 6 Goswamis, and when we see Shriji Gopal Ko, he is his Guru Maharaj, Gopal Bhatt. So, very wonderful prayers. Shriman Krishna Prakash Prabhuji always inspires us to hear this. And Bhakti National Nursing Maharaj, when he came every morning after Mangala Arati, he will sit with us and he will chant these prayers and Brahma Samhita. So we can make it like our daily routine of reciting this. And slowly we may be able to remember these also. So here, beautiful Vrindavan. This reminds me of one story. Shall I tell one story? The story of a thief. You all would have heard it, but I'll say again, it's so inspiring. There was one thief, and he was like here. Why I remember, because it's mentioned here. They have trees which roots. There are all valuable jewels. So this thief wants some valuable jewels, and he was in one Bhagavatam Sapta, and there he heard when the reciter was saying, Krishna, mother will. This is Prabhupada mentions in one of his stories. Prabhupada has very beautiful stories in his content that you can 2 to 3 minute stories, very nice. So Prabhupada mentions. I'll check if we can hear from Prabhupada, because that's so nice. If we are not able to hear, then I'll just recite this. Prabhupada, when we hear, it's so impactful. Story number 41. How it comes, there is no plan to have this story, but Paramatman heart inspired that there are jewels in the roots of trees, so let's have this story. Please pray that this works out. One must
be first of all faithful. Faithful. Santadhana. He must be very much eager to see God, actually. Not that as a proclamative, frivolous thing. Having some God and magic, just like God is in magic. No, he must be very serious. Yes, if there is God, we have seen, we have been informed about God. So, I must see There is a story in this connection. It's very instructive. Try to hear. One, professional reciter was reciting about Bhagavad, and he was describing that Krishna being very highly decorated with all jewels. He is sent for tending the cows in the forest. So there was a thief in that meeting. So he thought that why not then go to Vrindavan and learn that this boy is in the forest with so many valuable jewels. I can go there and catch the child and take the all jewels. That was his intent. So he was serious that I must find out that boy. Then in one night I shall become millionaire. So materialist. So he went there. But his qualification was that I must see Krishna. I must see Krishna. That anxiety, that eagerness made it possible that in Vrindavan he saw Krishna. He saw Krishna the same way as he was informed by the Bhagavad. Then he said, oh, you are so nice, Krishna. So he began to flatter. He thought that flattering, I should take all the jewels. So when he proposed his real business, so may I take some of your these ornaments? You are so rich. No. My mother is dead. Krishna is a child. So he became more and more eager for Krishna. And then, by Krishna's association, he has already become purified. Then at last Krishna said, all right, you can. And then he became to be more immediate. Because by Krishna's association, somewhere or other, we should come in contact with Krishna. Somewhere or other. Then we will be purified.
Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So impactful. I think it will take the whole lifetime what Prabhupada says in 2 minutes to make that impact. Whole life is not for me. That is Vani of a Shuddha, pure devotee, empowered soul by Krishna and his Guru Maharaj. So we should hear Prabhupada every day. Or we read Prabhupada books. December month is going on. Yes. Not only distributing, but reading also. Prabhupada says, my disciples, they are just distributing. They are not reading. And if somebody asks, are you reading this? What will you say? You have to read Prabhupada books. Books are the basis. Purity is the force. If you read books, you automatically will be pure. Because Prabhupada's instructions will make us pure. You have to accept his instructions. Prabhupada says, don't read my books. Study my books. Yes, Jai. Study my books. Scrutinizingly study my book. And change your lives. And everything will be sublime. Everything will be wonderful. There is one more story, but we don't have time. Wonderful. Who wants to hear one more story of Prabhupada? Please raise hand. Jai. Wonderful. How it is coming? Now, wonderful just came and story is there. So let's see it. And this is the story which is so nice. So nice. Simply wonderful. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
What happened to a person who statement on the street by one simple one?
But that is wonderful. Simply wonderful. He has not tasted such wonderful sweet in his life. That Therefore you give him wonderful, and because he's eating that wonderful seed, one day it come to your temple and become wonderful. Therefore it is simply wonderful. So go on distributing is simply wonderful.
That's gulab jamun.
Your philosophy is simply wonderful. Your prasadam is simply wonderful. You are simply wonderful. And your Krishna is simply wonderful.
How sweet. Huh?
The whole process is simply wonderful. And he acts wonderfully. And he is acting wonderfully. Who can deny it? Prabhupada is simply wonderful. That's all right. You can become everyone. All right, I'm done.
His Holiness Swami Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj, listen to Prabhu. In his lecture, he gave this example of wonderful. You sent that lecture. How Prabhupada says the whole process is wonderful, philosophy is wonderful, devotees are wonderful, Krishna is wonderful. Then one devotee says, Prabhupada, you are wonderful. That's all right. Yes, yes. Prabhupada never takes any credit. That's all right. I'm wonderful. That's all right. Every Krishna is so wonderful. So, okay. Shri Prabhupada lecture on this, I'll just mention a few points. Prabhupada gives example of predominating personality. Krishna is the predominating personality in Goloka Vrindavan. He gives example here. In every country, there is a predominating personality, whether it's a president or prime minister. But one important thing Prabhupada says, Krishna has no competition there. But here, whether it's anyone, US Prime Minister, President, Indian Prime Minister, everyone has a competition. But for Krishna, everyone loves him. He's master of all. But he becomes servant of devotee. How he's serving Nanda Maharaja by lifting his shoes on his head. How he's serving Arjuna by being chariot driver. Once I was hearing one lecture, it was mentioned very nicely. These horses become very tired and they cannot move. Now Arjuna become little worried. Now how I will fight? Krishna took the horses out, kept Rath on some stand and said, Arjuna, you fight somehow, I'll come. He took them to water. He made them bath. He combed those horses. He made them drink the water. He massaged them. In that lecture mentioned, Krishna is serving Arjuna. Yes, Krishna is serving Arjuna's horses. Who can do that in this material world? Can we expect these bosses to do that? Because Krishna gets attracted by his devotees so much, he wants, it's a reciprocation. There is no love, then there is no reciprocation. Bhakti is about love. That love, devotee wants to serve Krishna more and Krishna wants to serve devotee. That's the reciprocation. So sweet. That's why we should go back to God. This will, within devotees as well. Now this place is not different from Vaikuntha. Golokam. This place is not different because within devotees we have so much love for each other, isn't it? So much respect for each other. Mad Bhakta Yad Virayanti Tat Krishna. We are singing together, we are 100% together, we are serving together. And our whole parampara, Krishna is so happy. If we are not able to do that, then we strive for it. Because this is what Krishna loves. This is what Prabhupada loves. We have to serve each other. We have to love each other. This is our only wealth, love for devotees. The sooner we understand, better it is for us. Otherwise, too late. The devotees are most important for us. They are our life and soul. If we have this, then our parampara Krishna will take us back to God. Because there also will serve. We are not boss there. We are not boss in Vrindavan. Krishna is the boss. There also it's served. So why not start serving here? Practice that. And ultimately that's Jivere Surubhai, Krishnera Nityadas. And Krishna includes his devotees. Krishna will never be alone with devotees. No rivalry. We discussed this. Prabhupada says no rivalry in Goloka for Krishna. This also point we discuss about Brahma Jyoti. Merging is suicidal, but devotee says, Mam Janmani Janmachuri, Bhavatat Bhakti, Ayatukittam. Life after life, life after life, I have to serve you, Krishna. Ananya Bhakti. Here it was mentioned, unalloyed devotion in this. In Hindi, it's Ananya Bhakti. Prabhupada translated this Ananya Bhakti into unalloyed because there is no word in English for Ananya. So Prabhupada created a word, unalloyed devotion. And he says this is the highest profit in one's life, Ananya Bhakti. There is nothing higher than this. Unmotivated, causeless Bhakti for Krishna. That is love for Krishna. We discussed this. How devotees in Golok Vrindavan, their eyes are anointed with love, Premanjan. That's how they see Krishna. No chance for it. And one important instruction Prabhupada says in this pravachan, always associate with Krishna in his sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are just short of time, so just will close in next 2-3 minutes. This is the instruction of Prabhupada. Very dangerous place, Padam Padam Ritam, not Tesham. For devotees, there is no danger, but otherwise, it's very dangerous. Do we realize it or not? That Durga Devi is a Trishul and 3 tridents and 3 pin point towards us. Adi Devi, Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik. 3 types of miseries. Durga is material energy is there with this trident and hooking us. And person who is out of his mind would like to enjoy here. Who can enjoy such a dangerous place? Prabhupada says the biggest hurdle in our devotional life is that we are trying to enjoy this place. Prahlad Maharaj says one should stop trying to enjoy in this material place. We are trying to enjoy in this material place by exploiting the resources of material nature. That's true. That's true. We think about it, we'll see the reality. How Mother Nature has been exploited. It's unbelievable. To create more and more objects of sense gratification, Mother Earth has been exploited. Out of 7 mothers, Bhumi Devi is one mother. We discussed about how Lord himself came as Varadev to save Mother Earth, and similar Jivatmas are trying to exploit the same Mother Earth. Prabhupada says we don't need much. A cow and a piece of land is sufficient for a devotee. It's easier said than done, but this is a fact of life. Once Prabhuji very nicely gave an example. Now we are so dependent here. We enter a room, we are searching for a switch. Where is switch? Where is switch? I want light immediately. So much dependence on these things. How will we able to come out of this? Now we have His Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj in Gujarat. What is that place? Nandagram. Devotees live without light. Happily. Without diyas. They don't purchase from outside. They grow own vegetables, own grains. That is Varnashrama. Engage at least in own occupation in that place, which is not possible. This is happening just all glories to Srila Prabhupada and his disciples. How it is happening in this age? And one very nice instruction from Prabhupada, people that start who don't have this knowledge, they think this suffering is part and parcel. अरे लाइफ में स्ट्रगल नहीं तो क्या मजा है, राइट? है ना, सुनते हैं ना? अरे जब युद्ध नहीं किया लाइफ में मजा क्या है? हमें तो लड़ना है, जीतना है. अरे भाई हम चूहे हैं, चूहे. वो रेस का चूहा सबसे आगे वाला भी चूहा, पीछे वाला भी चूहा, चूहा चूहा ही रहेगा. A rat race, if somebody wins, he is a rat still, Prabhupada says. So what's so proud of being a big fat rat and a small thin rat beside and big rat running in the front? What one will achieve out of it? Nothing. Accumulating more and more and more ugra karma. So Prabhupada says, people think suffering is part and parcel of life. I must struggle. It doesn't mean Arjuna didn't struggle. He struggled in that war like anyone. He was the most excellent fighter and he put the maximum effort that Krishna wants. But as an offering to Krishna. Prabhupada says, whatever skills we have, we should not let it go waste. We should utilize it. George Harrison, he's the greatest singer. He wanted to live in temple. Prabhupada says, no. Be there and attract more and more people to the movement. Use your skills which Krishna has given you. Okay. In this lecture, we will discuss about this material world. Material world like it. What is this? Karagraha. This is jail. Prabhupada also gives example. There is another prison in Sweden. What is that? Sollentuna. This is the prison. First class prison. Prabhupada says that prison is a prison. Somebody in this material world living with lots of facilities, but still he's a caddy here. Prabhupada explains, like in a city, there is a small area which is earmarked as a prison, where all those offenders, they stay there for rectification. Not, they never think I will, whole my life I'll stay in this prison. No, they want to come out. Yes. And ask any caddy, any prisoner, he will say, yeah, I want to come out. But with the Maya's Prabhava, when we are here in this material, we don't want to go back to normal life. This is not normal life. This is like a prisoner. This is Durga. Durga means a killa in Hindi. Fort. We are inside. We cannot come out of the fort. Durga comes from Durga Devi. She is protecting that fort. We are there inside this fort. And you have to come out. But we don't think to come out. Unless and until we get attracted towards Krishna's abode, how will think of coming out? Rasu rasopasya param drashtva nivat. If we get higher taste, then all these lower tastes will go. There was another lecture, actually I could not complete this time, but I'll just leave everything now. And this is a very beautiful lecture. I could not discuss, sorry, I took more time. These all discuss about various limbs of the Lord and very beautifully described by Prabhuji. Simply read my books and repeat what I have written, then your preaching will be perfect. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Always chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you very much.